and tackles him to the ground, where they start to fight. After some struggle, a gun is accidentally fired and the man gains a new wound. Then James grabs a vase and hits the man to knock him out. Minutes later, James and Mary are tying the guy up using tape. When they move him to a chair, the man wakes up and tries to escape again. James immediately grabs him and tells Mary to stab him with a letter opener from the desk. Ignoring Charlie's protests, Mary grabs the opener and inserts it into the man's wound, pushing until he agrees to cooperate. James then puts him on a chair and begins adding more tape, but Mary realizes they're being cruel and announces she can't do this anymore. When she turns around, she notices Charlie is missing and goes looking for him. At the same time, Zoe wakes up and she also calls James out for his violent attitude before leaving the room. Seeing this interaction, the stranger tells James to hand him to the gang to save the kids, but now James feels bad too. While looking for Charlie, Mary notices some lights outside and looks through the window to discover that the gang is tying a truck to the gate using a chain. Mary runs back to her family and James announces he won't kick the stranger out. He gives Charlie a gun and tells him to hide. Then he and Mary go looking for more weapons so they can get ready to fight. At that moment, the gang leader announces time is over and yells about serving the need to purge. The truck pulls back and in just 1 second they completely bring down the protective gate. James and Mary rush to hide while the gang destroys the remaining glass to start making their way inside. In the other room, the stranger falls off his chair to reach for the letter opener. The gang walks around the house, sometimes shooting randomly in certain rooms. Charlie hears all the noise and tries to hide further in his room, but a gang members find him and grabs Charlie's wrist before he can shoot him. Then he drags the kid out of his hiding spot by the hair. When the person gets ready to shoot Charlie, James appears behind him and kills him first. Then James hides Charlie in a different room with a new gun. In the meantime, Zoe hides under a bed and sees a person enter the room. Before he can find her, the leader calls the guy to show him a picture of Zoe on the wall and asks him to save her for him. Downstairs, James is startled by another gang member and quickly shoots him down. Then he encounters a couple who jump to avoid the bullets when James opens fire. The guy manages to reach James and push him against